Y'all know what? I don't even be trying to damn pick on folks. But they bring it to their sales, you know what I'm saying? They keep on keeping on like it's something to do. After I don't warn them, they still want to play. But real shit, it's sad when somebody take in an individual and willing to work with them, help them get their life back on track, seeing that their life's so far off, they be humping when they by themselves. You still humping by yourself. Ain't no music on, ain't nothing on, you humping. That's from all that sleeping around. That's seriously a problem. It's bad, it's awful, it's disgusting at this point. It's disgusting. It ain't nothing cool about it. And another thing, I hear too many women worried about third parties and throwing it in the circle instead of worrying about the basic units of life. You get what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't get it, you'll never get it. It's like, it's so many grown folks out here, men and women, y'all, without a home that's paid off, without a car paid off, without land that's paid off, without all of the security that you need. I ain't got nothing now. I mean, but I had it. They stole it. They had to take it from me, which we trying to prevent ever happen again, because something like that should never happen anyway. But what I was gonna say? I'm trying to say something. So for those of you out there, I'm glad I waited to get on this topic till now. I've been on the topic, but I ain't moved forward on the topic. Who don't know what's next? It's a whole world out there besides sex. And it's a whole lot more fun. And that's why when my ex left me and she knew she screwed up, she started doing a lot of magic. Because she knows she effed up royally. So it wasn't no coming back from it. So what she do? She take it upon herself to lose her soul, trying to keep me trapped. And that's another problem I have with that woman. That woman that let everybody around her beat her, humiliate her, do her in. But she'll make it her duty to make the loved ones that she had suffer. Coward move, bro. That's almost like a child. That's almost like a bad child to some parents. The child show everybody else love except the ones who love them. Get over yourself. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you get over yourself, as soon as you get past yourself, then you gonna realize fast. Oops, there goes gravity. That's what you're gonna realize. You know what I'm saying? Because unless you get rich and you happen to get stuck with these clowns, it's a good thing you broke and you know they still screwing you. You can make up to your parents or your loved ones and then treat those accordingly. Do unto others you want done to yourself. They treat you bad, you treat them bad. You get it? Your parents treat you good, you treat them good. You get it now? That ain't that hard. I had to get, it's sad for a thug or a gangster, a real one, because they have to evolve to this state. And if they don't evolve to this state, it won't happen. So, a lot of people avoid this state because they automatically assume, because of all the divorce, how the divorce rate is, that relationships isn't worth it. But I It's been so long since I thought like that. I was in my teenage years. I already knew by the time I got in my 20s that if you get with a certain individual, just you and that individual is going to provide a little form of security. It's going to start to form then. That's what it means in the Bible when you plant your seeds on rocky grounds or on a mountain. You know what I'm saying? On good soil or whatever. So, you building a faulty foundation. Your faulty foundation is that dead weight that you keep around you. What is dead weight? Them bad individuals you keep around you. Them evil individuals. The ones that got bad intentions. The ones that love to be lukewarm. The ones that go to church every Sunday and Wednesday and know damn well they lukewarm. And now a lot of those kind of people are in power. That's a problem. How did that happen? Probably from sex. You know what I'm saying? So, that's why I'm here to tell y'all, one thing my ex, the reason why she went crazy is because when she got out there, when I let her go for good and cut her off, and she can go over there and live in that mess, she realized this ain't the life. I screwed up bad. And she realized it so fast, she was able to keep me trapped in this situation. You know what I'm saying? In other words, saying, let's say she left me in 1 week, she realized that in 2 weeks she screwed up. And it's bad to destroy a whole family for lust, just so it can be dust in 2 or 3 weeks. So you just built a whole foundation for years, and you chose to throw it away for a 15-minute high. Normally when I got on drugs and stuff like that, I was always alone. I was always, the purpose of me getting on any kind of drug was the fact that I'm alone. Period. That's why I hated when people got in my business. You wasn't in my business when I was off drugs. Now when I get on drugs, you want to sit on the sideline and say, don't do this, don't do that, Jesus Christ. You can't even be Judas at this point. You were, most of the people in the world today worse than Judas. The vast majority of them. Even Judas don't worry about throwing it in the circle. You know what I'm saying? So what you talking about? Nothing. Here's the thing though. When me and my ex, she used to talk like that when we first got together. Matter of fact, she was hell bent on it. Even though we got together, and then we started living a life that she ain't never in her life lived in her entirety. She still took it upon herself to say it wasn't enough. A fool. That's what that is. And that 15-minute high she got, me and her could have either went to a store and spent a lot of money in the perfect toy, and she would have never noticed it. You just hook the toy up in and cut it on. Now I can get some sleep and go to work tomorrow and not worry about you trying to cheat on me. You'll be too tired. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You done sat there and had orgasm all night long. It's a high, y'all. It's the first high known to man. Come on now, what don't we get about this? Anyway, like I said, I moved on. I'm trying to tell everybody that when you move on, the life is a whole lot spectacular. Shit, I just don't want to say it because I feel sorry for those who haven't got married, haven't found somebody of love and built a security foundation so they can move forward. God ain't gonna let you move forward with them badass intentions of yours. That's why you didn't have the money in the beginning. That's why you had to rob for it. And now you realize that you pass your 30s, you realize I'm gonna be a robbery for a burglar for the rest of my life. Hell, you know. You forgot about gravity though. When you young, you can go out there and do drugs, defile your body. You shouldn't, but you can. You go out there and defile your body, and it's gonna feel like Six Flags every day. The problem is you gotta age. Now, and once you start to age, since none of y'all really read, it'll even tell you the age that you need to properly start slowing down, get off the Sow Your Royal Oats road, and get on to your grown man or your grown woman. And that's the problem. See, let me tell you something. When me and my ex got married, we started out piss poor broke, both of them. So we definitely understood what everybody was talking about. But as we excelled, we went from doing the average Joe shit to living like artists, you know what I'm saying, to living like commodity people off of a basic income. If I want to go get clothes in Times Square because they didn't have them up there in Lenox Mall or whatever, then I'm going all the way to Times Square over the weekend. Me and her both. You get what I'm saying? We doing stuff like that. So she don't even realize. She do, but she didn't realize it until she done left me for 2 weeks. Then she want to play the devil advocate. So that's why I keep God, bro. I keep God with me because there's no way in the world, Jesus with me, there's no way in the world you can walk this this thin line without them. Without any of the nether rules. You can't do it. And if you don't do it, if you don't abide by the commandments, guess what? You headed on a path of destruction. God knows about it, Satan knows about it, everybody else knows about it except for you. And I told Shawty, she was like, "Why you quitting this and quitting that?" I gotta quit because I ain't got no physical people to be helping me. So I know my spiritual side, my spiritual power is enough to help me in my physical, in my physical as well. So in order for me to tap into that part of me, I had to tap into my higher self. Nobody is meant to stay in their higher self 24 hours all day, every day. You're gonna ascend and descend. But the purpose of it is recognizing the energy. Like me, when I got on this last drug, it was a tricky drug. The thing about this drug is that it only takes 3 times to try it to get hooked on it. Now, the hardest part about the drug is getting off of it because the drug messes with your euphorias. So now that you done quit the drug, you gotta wait for your mind and your body to catch up with one another. That's why you feel so low all the time. You don't feel motivated. But now you done force your motivation to be up here all the time. So guess what happened when you finally get off the drug? You start to descend. And now here's the problem. Let's say when you originally started the drug, you was here. Now you got to go back down here. It's temporary, but you got to go back down. And that's why the doctors will give you that drug for me, which is dangerous, and I don't advise nobody to do it. I didn't have the connection to get a hold to that particular drug that they use. But I know how the drug is used. So all I did was use alcohol, which I don't advise. But the alcohol broke me back down. Instead of me waiting for my euphorias to come down slow and build them back up slow, I wanted them to hurry up and get down so I could build myself up instead of waiting on it to come down. You get what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But one thing I know about doing this on any drug is that my natural energy is always so way more better and it surpasses my high energy. The problem is when we all get up to this higher self, we get so confident in ourselves, we decide that we need to go do drugs. Or somebody tempt us to do drugs. And once we taste this drug, since we already in our higher self, the drug gonna feel spectacular. Like, why God? Why I can't do this drug? You gonna rebel against God because the drug's so good. Not knowing that the drug is eating off of your higher self energy. So in turn, meaning it's dropping as you do it, even though you're still getting some sort of excitement. But eventually, after doing this drug for so long, it ain't gonna be no more excitement. It's gonna be like, I need this drug to get up, and I probably need the same drug to go to sleep. Believe it.